Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Jesper Offersen and today we are going to look at yet another sheet mask, and this time again it is from Simple, and the reason for that is that in the beauty aisle some weeks ago I noticed a new product from them, and that is their ultra calming sheet mask, and it looks like this, and it contains a hemp seed oil. So this that you also know as a CBD oil, so it doesn't obviously not have the THC in it because that is the psychotic stuff, and you really don't want that. So this is usually made from plants that has a very low amount of THC in it. However, that is maybe a little problem because I watched a program some weeks ago called Trust Me, I'm a Doctor on BBC, and in that program they tested various CBD oils, and they actually found that there was some of these THC in it, very low amount, yes, but still their conclusion was that maybe if you are going to a country where they have very strict rules on these sort of psychotic substances, maybe it will show up in a blood sample. So that is something you should keep in mind. I don't think, or I don't know if it will be a problem from using a mask like this that has the CBD oil in it. But they said that if you were digesting it, as some people do when they buy it in the health food shops, it could be a problem. And on a side note, there was another program, and I'm not sure if it was Trust Me, I'm a Doctor, or if it was some other program on BBC, but it could be BBC Online. It was a news article about a truck driver. I think he was a truck driver. He was managing some sort of dangerous stuff. And at that factory, they needed to be tested in order to make sure that they did not have any sort of illegal substances in their blood. But this man, he really liked this sort of loaf that you could buy in the shops here, where it has a lot of poppy seeds in it. And yes, his blood sample showed up to be over the limits for the substances that are in poppy seeds or in poppy flowers. So these sort of drugs, and it actually showed up because in this sort of loaf there is quite a lot of these poppy seeds, and it will show up in your blood. So again, he lost his job, and if he had gone to one of these countries that has even stricter rules upon this stuff, then it might be an even bigger problem with jail and stuff like that. So just a little side note. So what else is there in this product here? Well, they are saying that the CBD oil in here, or the hemp seed oil, it is in there in order to provide these oils, which are the omega 3, 6, and 9. So that should be good for your skin. And if you would like to compare it to something else, then at the moment we hear a lot about shark liver oil, and that is the squalene, or the squalane, which is the more stable form of squalene, and it is something called omega 2, and that is said to be kind of like similar to omega 3. Now, I think mainly what is going on when you are using the hemp seed oil is that it simply acts as an occlusive, so it keeps in moisture in your skin. It might give a nice feeling on your skin as well, or it might be, and let's have a look, it might be very greasy on your skin. There are other oils in this product as well, and that is Helianthus anus seed oil, and that is sunflower oil, which I normally find to be a very thick oil. So what else did I look at in this thing here? Well, usually it has glycerin, and usually these masks always have glycerin because that is a really good humectant. Then there are sodium hyaluronate. So what you would kind of like just in daily saying, say hyaluronic acid, but in the salt form, as you often find. And then there are allantoin, which is an ingredient that is often used in Korean skincare, and that is very soothing for the skin. And this is inspired by Korean skincare. Well, let's have a look. And oops, I can be a little tricky to, yeah, whatever, kind of like, it feels like there is a good decent amount in here. So this is a sheet mask, and before I use it, I'm pretty sure it looks like any other sheet mask, these white ones here. So what I thought I would actually do today before I put this one on is that I will moisten my face. I don't have anything on today. I have just cleaned my face in pure water and nothing else. And I did not put any sort of cream on or anything because I was going to make this video about this sheet mask here. But what I will do is that I will just dip my cloth into some water, and then I will just moisten my skin with water just to kind of like open up the pores so that this stuff from the sheet mask will sink better into my skin. Oh, that is the point. So we just make it a little wet. And what I will do after that, or one thing I will do first, is that I thought instead of just putting this stuff on my face, I would actually take some of the stuff first that are extra and just put it on my face, just to kind of like get started. And that way you should get a little bit more. So we take and let that sink in first, but obviously not so you get completely dry, but just kind of like give it a good nice start like that. And then we take the sheet mask itself. I can already feel that this stuff is sinking in on my skin and kind of like have a prickly effect. So I can definitely feel that something is going on. One thing else to say that there is in this product is that there are retinol palmitate, which is vitamin A. If you're using vitamin A on a regular basis, you get some sort of benefit from that. But just using a sheet mask like this, having vitamin A in it, and you use it kind of like now and then, I don't think that makes a huge effect. So yeah, we put this one on, and usually it is very small, and this one looks pretty small as well. But let's see, and it's cool. Oh, it has a cooling effect. It doesn't have a cooling effect as such, but it's cold. So in order to prolong the time that I can have it on, not that I want to have it on the whole day, but kind of like they say 15 minutes, and when 15 minutes has passed, it's kind of like usually I really kind of like dry. So I will just take my cloth again, and then I will really wring it out. I think you call it wring it out, yeah. Really like so that this is just moistened, but it's not dripping wet in any way. And then in order to make this last longer or be more effective for the entire period that I am having the mask on, I will simply go and lay down, and I will put this cloth here over my face in order to keep in the moisture. We are back, and we will take this off. Voila. Oh, well, it is actually still wet, so I think that this cloth here actually keeps the sheet mask moistened for a much longer period. So yeah, we have had it on for actually 20 minutes now, and we will take it off. See how it goes. And yeah, it feels moistened. Is it sticky? It's still kind of like wet. So we will just have a look and to see if there are some extra stuff in it that we can put on the face. I don't think there is a lot, but let's have a look. No, I don't think. No, actually there isn't a lot in it. And actually when I took it out, it felt like this sheet mask here. I don't know if it's maybe it's it feels maybe a little thicker than in the fabric than they normally are, and that's maybe why it holds on to the solution in here much better. It felt like it wasn't so it felt like it had soaked up a lot, and I think that's why there isn't a lot extra. That basically there isn't any extra in here. Yeah, my skin looks well, you can see for yourself if you can see a sort of a difference. I would say it looks a little bit more even colored, but I often find that usually when you're using a moisturizing mask, um, your skin will always look a little bit more even colored, and a sort of redness usually kind of like disappears. And I think it's also because your skin is simply becoming a little bit thicker because of the hyaluronic acid that will draw in moisture and make your skin a little bit thicker, so that that in itself I think makes the skin looks less red. So yeah, all in all, nice product. Try it if you like to. It definitely made my skin more plump, and it evened out the skin tone. And I know that on camera it might look like my skin tone is completely like whitish. Yeah, it. I like the product. Would I use it again? I think maybe it's not the first mask I would go in and buy. I might take some of the other ones from Simple that I have used before. But if, as I said, I would like to use it, I would use it in the evening, and for that I could maybe see myself using it again. So yes, those were the words for this product here. And if you would like to see more of these sort of videos, please subscribe, hit the bell, and do all those things you must do in order to be notified when I upload more of these sort of videos. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye.